Hello everyone, and welcome to this review of the Asajj Ventress Premium Format by Sideshow Collectibles. This piece came out in 2008, and this is the regular version, which was made in 750 pieces. The exclusive one was made in 500 pieces, and it has this changeable head, an alien head, and it actually looks really nice. But well, I was able to get this one off of eBay at a decent price, and from what I've been seeing, this piece actually rarely pops up on eBay, so once I had the chance, I just jumped right at it, and I'm really happy about it today. I really like this premium format. Actually, this is my my first premium format, and yeah, so it is a special piece to me. So I'm happy that I have it. I'm not sure how many of you know Asajj Ventress. She's not from the original trilogy, she's from the prequels, from the Clone Wars series, both the cartoons and the animated series, and also in some of the comic books. There's something about it that I really like. I think it's the pale skin and the contrasting eyes and lips. I just really like the character design of this piece and this character. So well, when I saw it, I immediately knew that among many other pieces, this was one of them that I needed in my collection. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. It is from 2008, and well, it is a quite simple premium format. There are some details to her, but there's not much really to talk about. So if you want this piece, it should be because you like the design of the character. You need to like the character, and you need to admire the pose and the beauty of this character. And in my opinion, this is one of the strong points about this piece, the beauty. I'll show you in a close-up of her face in a moment, and I'm sure that you will agree with my thoughts on this. So I'll just pick up the camera and get a zoom in, so just hang on. And here we have her face. Some of you might already have seen my Lara Croft Snow Day statue review, and if you have, you already know that I'm a sucker for a really nice face, and in my opinion this piece really has that. But that is probably one of the first things that I concern myself with when it comes to selecting a new piece. The face needs to be well done. The eyes, particularly the nose and the lips, it just has to look good. And I think it's because, well, you can tell a lot about a character from looking it into the eyes, so to speak. And well, you can judge a piece greatly from just looking at the face, I think. And well, in my opinion, this piece really delivers, and the paint job, the application, the design, the sculpt, everything about it is really well done. The details are really great, as they should be. So yeah, in my opinion, this is really a fantastic design. I really like her pale skin and the gradients around her eyes, getting darker and darker the closer to the eye, and her lips is well, they are quite big and, well, sexy, I guess. They are glossy as well, as we see on most of these female characters. She has these markings on her cheeks and on her, well, behind her temples. Now this design here is based, I think, on some of the comic books and maybe the first Clone Wars series. I'm not sure actually. Haven't delved that much into it. But if you go over this character in various series, you'll see her looking differently. But I'm really happy that they went with this look, particularly because, well, some of her female aspects really come forward, and well, that's what I enjoy about this piece. So I'm happy that they went with this design. was a wise choice in my opinion. But as you can see, really detailed. This is polystone, all of it. Her neck thing here is polystone as well. Her shoulders and her upper torso is well, it's polystone, but it's covered by a fabric. And from what I've learned, it's a one-piece fabric, which is rather nice. But yeah, I just wanted to show you her face, and I'm sure that you'll agree that the detail and the beauty of this is really, really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna, as I always do, have a look at her mid area, so just hang on. And here we have her mid area. Now her torso and her arms are covered by a one-piece fabric, and it's quite impressive that they've managed to do that. But it looks really nice, and it clings to her sculpt really nicely. Well, as you can probably see, some of her assets are really obvious. So yeah, for those of us who are concerned with that, that is nice. The belt is made of some kind of imitated leather or something like that. It does feel a little cheap, but it looks nice, and that's the important part. The belt buckle is some kind of rubber or soft plastic. Well, it looks okay. She has some details around her belt. Down here there are these loops. I don't know what these are for, but they look okay. And her wrist here is sculpted, nicely detailed, as well as her hand, and she's wielding her lightsaber here. It's a curved lightsaber that we've seen Count Dooku having something similar. And she is known for dual wielding, actually. I'll come to that in a few moments. The lightsaber isn't... you can't light it up. It just fits in with this peg here. But it's okay. I'm not really concerned about my premium formats being able to light up. It never looks really convincing anyway, I think, so it doesn't really matter at all to me. If we go to her back side, let me just get the focus right. Now, there are just some details here, nothing really much to talk about. Her right hand, on the other hand, is well, you can actually take this off like that. There's a magnet here, and instead you can put into place this arm right here. As I said, she is known for dual wielding, so most people would probably prefer her posed like this, and that is actually quite cool that she has this lightsaber in each hand. Still, I display her with the other hand here, this one. There's some kind of, I don't know, I just think that the details and this hand looks really, really cool. So I'm just gonna put it in again. You have to be careful because the magnet is actually quite, well, it's not that strong, so you have to be careful. And I am quite paranoid that this hand is going to drop off and break some of the fingers or something like that. But I have one more. So the reason I have one more is that when I actually received her, I bought it off of eBay. When I received her, one of the fingers was actually broken off, so I'm just focusing, yeah. But I was lucky that the seller actually was able to provide me with one more. But in the meantime, I had already contacted Sideshow and whined to them, and they were nice, and they also sent me another hand. So I actually have two now, but that's nice. So I can break one of them if I want to, and still being able to use the other one. So yeah, that's nice. Let's have a look at her legs and the dress and the base. So just 1 second. Now, as you can see, she has this black dress, which is made of some kind of thin, very thin fabric. And there are wires running down the edge here and along the bottom edge. and this way you can somehow mold the dress and make it look as pleasing to your eye as you can. It can be a little annoying that you have to spend some time on getting it to look right, but yeah, you have some options here. And we have a front part and a part on the back side here. If you lift them up, you can see her legs and her boots, which are quite, well, they look a little punk-like. They are nicely detailed, actually. I really like the way this looks. And you can really tell her pose by looking at this. She has fabrics on her upper legs here. I think this is part of the one-piece design, actually. But it looks really nice. And the base is, she's standing on these tiles. A really nice texture to it. I don't know if she's standing in, it could be some kind of spaceship or bridge or something like that, I don't know. But the base is fairly simple. It's not one of the main attractions of this piece, and well, they could have done more to it, but well, it serves its purpose, and she's standing really nicely in it. So yeah, it's okay. And I prefer getting the dress as close to her legs as possible, so she gets this slim look somehow, like something like this, I guess. But yeah, there's really not much to talk about when we look at the base and her legs. So this is a quite simple premium format, really, but it does a nice job anyway. So let's get a full look again, just 1 second. So basically this is a rather simple premium format, really. Still, I really like her pose, her expression and attitude. Her face and her eyes are really excellently sculpted and painted. So there are many things about this piece that I like. There are also some pieces or some aspects of her that I don't like. For one, she has this cloak which I haven't really showed. You can put it on her. I'm not gonna do that. The problem with this cloak, I'm gonna do it anyway so you can agree with me. The problem is that she looks kind of awkward when she's wearing this thing. It's also quite, can't see much here. Like that. Now it's really big, actually, and well, in my opinion this just looks awkward and clumsy. And again, I don't really like that you have to spend like 20 minutes making her look good. Well, that's not bad, actually. That's really well, this is not bad, but still I prefer her like this. This is just too much, and I don't know if you can iron this. I think you can, but well, it has been boxed up and it just looks ugly now, so go away. I like her like this, simple, clean and agile. It would be sad to cover her up, I think so. But she's one of my first pieces, and for that reason she has a certain meaning to me, I guess, and a special place in my collection. Some like this character, some don't. She's quite hard to get these days, I think, so for that reason I'm just the more happier that I have her. But this was just a simple review, really, not much to talk about. She's nice looking. I hope that you agree, and I hope you enjoyed watching this review. So thank you.